You know that feeling, right? When you're super stressed out and you can literally feel your heart pounding in your chest? Or how just thinking about something embarrassing can make your face flush? That incredible, almost magical link between what's going on in your head and what's happening in your body, well, that's exactly what we're diving into. It all comes down to this one central question, maybe one of the biggest questions in all of science. How on earth does this 3-pound lump of tissue inside our skulls create, well, everything? Our entire reality, every thought, every feeling, every single action. How does it do it?
Well, there's a whole field of science that takes on this massive question. It's called biological psychology. And its job is to figure out the physical, nuts and bolts basis for who we are. It's the ultimate bridge connecting our mind to our body. Okay, so to even start to understand that bridge, you've got to know about the two main command systems that are running the entire show. Seriously, everything you think, feel, and do is being managed by these two powerhouses. Here's the easiest way to think about it. First, you've got the nervous system. This is like your body's own personal internet, super fast, sending instant electrical messages everywhere. Then you've got the endocrine system. This is more like a radio broadcast station, sending out chemical signals called hormones. They're slower, but their effects can last for a really long time. All right, so let's start with that high-speed internet, the incredibly complex and amazing nervous system. Just look at this thing. It's this vast information highway that connects every single part of you, from the tip of your toes to the front of your brain. It's processing millions of messages every single second to figure out what's going on and what to do next.
Now, this highway has two main parts. You've got the central nervous system, or CNS. That's the big boss, the command center. It's your brain and spinal cord, and its job is to take in all the information and make the big decisions. Then you have the peripheral nervous system, or PNS. Think of these as the frontline messengers, all the other nerves that spread out through your body, relaying signals to the command center and then carrying the orders back out.
Okay, so we've got the instant messages covered. Now let's switch gears to the body's other communication network, the slower, more deliberate chemical mail service known as the endocrine system.
So the process here is completely different. It all starts when a gland gets a signal. That gland then releases hormones, those chemical messengers, right into your bloodstream. From there, the hormones travel all over your body until they find the specific organs they're meant for, and then they deliver their message, changing the body's activity. This is how we handle long-term stuff, like growth, your metabolism, and even mood.
So how do these two systems actually work together, especially when things get intense? To really get this, let's use a super simple but really powerful analogy. Just picture your body like a car.
A part of our nervous system is split into these two opposing forces. You've got the sympathetic division. That is your gas pedal. It revs everything up to prepare you for fight or flight. Then you've got the parasympathetic division. That's your brake pedal. Its whole job is to calm things down so you can rest and digest. And these two are constantly working together to keep you in balance. Okay, let's make this totally real. I want you to imagine you're about to take a huge, important exam. You walk into the room, you find your seat, the door closes, and the clock on the wall starts ticking down. Instantly, your body slams the gas pedal to the floor. Your sympathetic nervous system kicks into high gear, and it tells the endocrine system to flood your body with stress hormones, like adrenaline. That 1-2 punch is why your heart starts hammering, your breathing gets shallow, and the last thing you can possibly think about is food. Your body is in full-on crisis mode.
And time's up. Phew. You put your pen down, you walk up to the front, hand in your paper, and you walk out of that room. You take that first real, deep breath you've taken in what feels like forever.
And right there, that's the biological switch. Your body hits the brakes. Your parasympathetic system takes over, telling the endocrine system to chill out on the stress hormones. Your heart rate starts to slow down, your breathing goes back to normal, and then it hits you. You are absolutely starving. That's your body finally shifting out of fight or flight and back into rest and digest.
Now, this whole gas pedal and brake thing, it's not just a cool science fact. Understanding this internal machinery, how it works, and sometimes how it breaks, has massive, real-world consequences for our health.
I mean, this is why it all matters. Biological psychology is at the very heart of how we understand and treat mental health conditions. It's how we develop new medicines that can change lives. It helps us figure out the physical roots of addiction and allows us to find new ways to treat devastating neurological problems like stroke, epilepsy, and chronic pain.
And all of this leaves us with one last, kind of deep question to think about. If our biology is the blueprint,
If our physical wiring has such a powerful influence on our thoughts, our feelings, and our actions, what does that really mean for who we can become?